the Warriors' master plan is being executed. And man, I must say it is being executed in style as we finally have a full look at the Warriors City Edition jerseys, and they are slick. 4 of the 5 Warriors starters announced for tomorrow night, but will Al Horford be in that starting lineup? The 39-year-old veteran, will he make his Warriors regular season debut tomorrow night as a starter? We're going to talk about it all in today's video. Folks, we are just one day away. Tomorrow night, the regular season opener for the Golden State Warriors, and I could not be more hyped. And I hope and very confident that you guys are hyped as well. And I want to remind you guys to hit that subscribe button, especially at a time in the year where, hey, this is going to be sort of the schedule on this channel. Obviously, things change throughout the season, but we want you guys to be subscribed, not only to support the channel, but also to ensure that you never miss out on a video. I want this place to be a community for you guys to come after games. I'm going to try and get out a video out after every single game throughout the regular season, unless obviously something comes up. I'm on the road. I will do my best throughout the entire year to have a post-game video up every single game. And I want these videos, the comment section of these videos, to be the spot where you guys can come, talk about the games, agree, disagree, talk about what went well, what was an absolute struggle, whether or not Kuminga, these guys are stepping up. All those conversations can happen in our comment section over the next couple of months and hopefully into a playoff run this season. And so lots of videos coming your way. Make sure to hit that subscribe button to never miss out on a video. So first things first, Steve Kerr has decided who his starting lineup will be, but no, he has not revealed it to the media yet. Yesterday, Kerr said that Curry, Podziemski, Butler, and Green will be 4 of the 5 starters. So Brandin Podziemski, it was the two guard spot that we were unsure of who was going to be starting in that role, but now it looks like Podziemski 100% going to be slotted in there. So now the question becomes, who is going to be the 5th starter? It seems like if it's not Al Horford, the Warriors are going to be playing small ball. Draymond Green, even though we said we didn't want him to play a whole lot of 5 this year, would start off the season playing the center position. Curry, Podziemski, Butler, Green, who will be the 5th? I am hoping and praying that it's Al Horford because he deserves to be a starter on this team. Especially from what we saw in the preseason, and then obviously what we know Al Horford is capable of to do from a starting position. It feels a little weird that Al Horford wouldn't be in the starting lineup for what we brought him on to do. Right? We brought him on to be the starting front court with Draymond Green and Al Horford. It seemed like, hey, that was the plan, right? We bring Horford in. Hey, here's the deal. We're going to make him a starter alongside Draymond Green. That was the expectation. But now Kerr confirms that these are 4 of the 5. So who's going to be that 5th if it's not Al Horford? Well, could be Jonathan Kuminga. You could see Jonathan Kuminga not be a bench player to start the season for the Golden State Warriors. It could see him start at the 4 position alongside Draymond Green in the front court. If it's not him, obviously Moses Moody, DeAnthony Melton, both out with injury. Seth Curry not with the team right now, will be in about a month or so it's not him. Could be a Guy Santos, a Will Richard, and we play really small. We have, Jimmy Butler play the 4. We've seen Gary Payton start in lineups like this before, and he plays the power forward position, very undersized. It's going to be a small ball lineup at points tomorrow night, no doubt, but I think it still makes the most sense to start Al Horford, and I would be upset if we don't. But honestly, because we signed Kuminga to this new contract, we want him to be bought in at the beginning of the year. I would not be surprised if Jonathan Kuminga starts as well. Steve Kerr, this is a major point of emphasis for the upcoming season. Steve Kerr made it very clear today that Al Horford will never play both games of a back-to-back this season. The plan is to look a week ahead of the schedule in collaboration with Al Horford and Rick Celebrini. So this is really important because we understand that Al Horford is an aging player, right? He's an aging guy who's been a very impressive role player in this league for a very long time. We brought him in to be a consistent big alongside Draymond Green, right? And also run a little bit of the second unit front court when Draymond goes out as well, right? That's the expectation. But now we know the Warriors last season and for the last couple of seasons have had the most back-to-backs in the NBA, which is a little bit ridiculous because some games are traveling from coast to coast so far away. So I've never understood why the Warriors have been thrown into that uncomfortable position. But same thing this year. We have a lot of back-to-backs. Al Horford will not be playing in any of the back-to-backs throughout this season. He'll probably either play, depending on what the situation is, night 1 and then sit night 2, or night 1 obviously sit and then night 2 he'll end up playing. So it's interesting, and I don't blame Al Horford because you want to understand that that we need him as healthy as possible towards the playoffs. But this also shows a trust in the team to say, hey, Quinten Post, Trayce Jackson-Davis, we're going to need you guys on those second night of a back-to-backs. We are going to need you guys to step up and play well, especially in the moments where we don't have Al Horford, because he is going to be such a dominant presence for this team at times defensively. Quinten Post, Trayce Jackson-Davis, those guys just don't have the presence that Al Horford does from a respect and an honor standpoint, scoring the basketball as well. So I'm hoping that in those nights where he sits out, the other guys can step up and play well. We're going to have that in those back-to-backs. Jimmy Butler with a nice quote here, nice probably isn't the best word for it, about his time in Miami, and he talks about how it's all paid off and how he's glad to finally be a part of an organization with no hidden agendas. He says all that noise, all that chaos paid off in a major way. I'm lucky to be a part of this phenomenal organization. Everywhere starts off great, but then, someone has to be the bad guy at some point. Jimmy Butler saying, ultimately, hey, it's got to be me. I'm always the one doing something unbearable all of a sudden. Hey, that's okay. I get to play in this wonderful league with amazing teammates. Jimmy says, hey, but being here, they've got one goal, which is the truth of this organization. One goal, to keep hanging those things up on the wall. Ain't no hidden agendas, is what Jimmy Butler says. And I'm inclined to agree with him. Now, I will say, Jimmy, while I agree with you, and I agree with the fact that the Warriors' goal is to win the championship and do it for and with Steph Curry, I will say Jimmy Butler has quite a track record. Pretty much everywhere he's gone, things have not turned out very well. Not only from like a camaraderie standpoint and an ugly standpoint, but also winning. Jimmy Butler is a proven winner, but he's never won the big one. And so you hope that now he's in a situation that he's fully capable of being content with. He's in a situation where he's happy with the team around him. I want to see Jimmy Butler play to his full potential this season with a team around him that is worthy of the star player that he is. And it seems like his mind, as far as Miami and the rest of his career goes, is in the past, and he is ready to move forward with this Warriors team. And folks, I talk very positively about what this season could be. And I want to remember that this isn't a fluke. This isn't some hogwash imagination dream that I have of what this team can be. When we added Jimmy Butler last season, Golden State was 23-8 with best defense, third best net rating overall, 22-5 in games where Steph and Jimmy both played. So we've seen it now. We've seen the potential of what this team can be, and we understand the potential for how all of this can come together. The master plan is being executed. All the guys that we wanted to bring in the offseason, Al Horford, Seth Curry, DeAnthony Melton, re-sign Gary Payton, get Jonathan Kuminga to a better deal. All of that has happened. We are executing exactly where we want to, which is why I'm so impressed with Mike Dunleavy Jr. and Steve Kerr. And now we have an opportunity. We've got the guys that we want, find a way to stay healthy, and see what we can produce for the upcoming season. It's going to be a heck of a lot of fun. But like I said, this isn't no fluke. These guys are very talented, and they are a very good team when they play on the floor together. I expect that to be the case when Jimmy and Steph are on the court throughout this upcoming season. Dub season starts tomorrow. Mark your calendars for 24 hours from now to be ready for a game-ready moment to start the season. First game of the night kicks off at 7 Eastern and then 10 o'clock Eastern. Golden State Warriors and Los Angeles Lakers in LA. It's going to be a heck of a lot of fun. I can't believe the season's here already. Feels like it's been forever. And the most exciting news maybe of the offseason, the Warriors City Edition, we saw them leaked a little bit, a while ago, didn't have the best picture of it, and now we get the full view. These jerseys are beautiful. I'm actually obsessed with these uniforms. The Town Edition jerseys have been really solid. I didn't love the yellow one, to be honest, but these are clean. These are already up there for me for like a top 5 Warriors uniform all time, just because the way that it honors sort of the Bay Area, just specifically around the brown and gold trim. I think it looks so good pairing with the white. I think it's a killer uniform. I'm super content with how it turned out, and I can't wait to see us rock those jerseys for hopefully around 15 or 20 games this year. Probably won't get to that mark, but we'll see. You see down there below, too, Jonathan Kuminga, Golden State Warriors, 2 years, $46 million value deal. Jonathan Kuminga, Steph Curry, Draymond Green, Jimmy Butler, Buddy Hield, all of your favorite Warriors players play basketball tomorrow night. 10 o'clock Eastern. Going to be a heck of a fun game and a heck of a season. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys. I've been Houston. Well, you guys have been the fans. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. This is your place. This is your community to come and talk among other educated and sometimes uneducated Warriors fans. Hey, I feel that way sometimes too. This is your spot. Get ready to join this community, be a part of this team for the upcoming season. It is going to be a fun ride. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys. And as always, go Dubs. Peace.